Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice is directed by Zack Snyder and stars Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, Gal Gadot. First of all, I will mention that if I look tired, it's because I am, because it's currently 4:30 in the morning and I have been to see the midnight showing of this film, so I'm very tired. This film is difficult to describe. Well, I went with a large group and pretty much half hated it and half loved it, and me and a couple of others were in the middle. I'm very divided about this film. It's a bit of a mess, but it's got a lot of redeeming qualities in it. So I'll start with the good points. Ben Affleck as Batman is incredible. He is such a good Batman. This Batman is obviously a bit older, a bit maturer, has been through some shit and has come out the other side with a bit of a different view on life. Obviously Batman is darker anyway, but he's brutal. So he was fantastic casting, and he made me excited for a solo Batman film. The Dark Knight trilogy is one of my favourite trilogies, set of films ever. So I was really worried with them kind of rebooting Batman so close to that, but his Batman is incredible. Ben Affleck is incredible. Jeremy Irons as well as Alfred is amazing. He injected bits of humour in there, but he's so much more than a butler in this. He's just like a father figure to him, and he played it really well. Henry Cavill is okay as Superman. He's a good enough Superman. There's not much emotion there. There's not much character there. But he is better in this than he was in Man of Steel, so kudos to him. But I think the standout of the film is Gal Gadot. I think that's how you pronounce her name. I'm not very good with pronouncing names, but I think that's how. Gal Gadot, as Wonder Woman, she was amazing. When she first appears as Wonder Woman, she absolutely smashes it. Like, I wanted to stand up and applaud because it's just such an awesome moment, and she is so cool, and I think it's such a good time for her to come into the world as a strong female superhero that just doesn't take any shit. In terms of the film itself, it's beautiful. Zack Snyder has always had an eye for visuals. It's very monochromatic, it's very dark and not so much dingy, but it is very dark. But it still looks beautiful. I will get onto that a little bit more though. The actual Batman v Superman fight is incredible. Like, it doesn't last all that long, but it's amazing. Like, the whole sequence just is awesome. It's one of those awesome fanboy moments. Pretty much the first third of the film, maybe even the first half of the film, is really engrossing, and it's more about the political side of things and the fallout from Superman's actions and things like that, and I really enjoyed that section. The second half, however, not so much. It is a mess. The film is a mess. There's the plot, or the 9 million different plots that are going on in this film, are a bit all over the place, and it's a bit jarring. Even though they do kind of come to a head, they just feel a little bit distant from each other, all of these different plots. Obviously I'm not going to give any spoilers away, but yeah, the second half is not as strong as the first half. It's a lot more action-y, but the story's just not quite there, and that also includes the majorly shoehorned in Justice League setup. There's not all that much in there, about the Justice League and the new characters that are coming in for that, but it's so out of place. Like, it's infuriating. Even as a fanboy, even loving DC and these characters, I was hoping that I would just be kind of giddy, like jumping up and down at just seeing these characters in there, but it's cringy how they get them in. Yeah, I was disappointed with that side of it. There is a scene where I just did not know why that was in there. It was so out of place. It had no meaning in the film. It was not carried through, nothing. It was just literally there as a kind of introduction. Oh, here's the Justice League. They're going to come out next year. It was really just weird. The same with Batman's nightmare sequences, the dream sequences which have been seen in the trailers. I don't know what's going on with them. Like, they're there. There's no reason for them. I just don't understand. They made no sense at all, and it really put me off. It was weird. The trailers did kind of ruin everything, and it made me really sad because there were no surprises. They just threw it all out there. It wasn't a good marketing strategy. The last bad point that I have to mention, Jesse Eisenberg. I don't know what he was doing. I hated him in this as Lex Luthor. Some of the people that were with me loved him and thought he was one of the best parts of it. And these were some of the people that hated the film. I did not like him at all. I just don't think it worked. He played Lex Luthor way too over the top. No one would take him seriously in real life, and his motives are all over the place. Way too manic, way too over the top. He's all like, like, what are all these tics? I don't like them. They're just weird. Don't put them in this film. Don't have Lex Luthor doing that. It just makes him look silly. He's not threatening at all. He's just weird. Those are my thoughts, really. I think this film is going to divide people. As I said, I actually did really enjoy this film. It was entertaining, but it had a lot of problems. It's such a mess all over the place. But I still had fun, and I am still looking forward to the future films. Maybe not as much as I was before. It's got pros. It looks beautiful. Wonder Woman is amazing. Alfred, Batman, amazing. Superman, okay. Lois Lane in parts is quite good. She's used a little bit more, and then she's not. The action is good, but it's a mess. It's all over the place. Lex Luthor is awful, and I'm not sure what's going on with the story, the dream sequences, and the Justice League setup is just horrendous. All in all, I had a big think about it, debated with myself, and I'm going to give Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice 65 out of 100, which is a C. It makes me sad that it's a C. I was really hoping that they were going to pull something out of the bag and actually do well with this. You can follow me on Twitter at DoGood Films. If you have seen Batman v Superman, I would really, really like to know what you think of it, because, as I said, I think it's going to divide people, and I'd love to know your thoughts, so let me know in the comments below. And, as always, like, subscribe, thumbs up, that is a like. So yeah, subscribe for more videos, and thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.